Hi everyone, welcome back to another cut above with Chris. Head and face shave. I'm going to do head shave first, as I always do, and I'm using the People's Shave Soap from Heritage Hill. Now, this is a scent that I was really interested to give a go when it first came out. When they reached out to me, I reached out to them and spoke to them. These have been a fantastic company for me in terms of sending products to actually review, and it's really nice to finally get hold of these. And I love that the smaller tubs. I think the tubs are only 3 ounces, so they're only tiny little tubs. But it's ideal, as long as you can get enough soap in your brush, it'll work very well. So that is the soap, that's the label. The soap does come in a little tub like this, which I've got some water blooming in right now. And you've got, if you just want to see the ingredients list, I think that's the ingredients list right there. It's a really nice scent. It's obviously based on a cologne. I have absolutely no idea what it is. My nose isn't what it used to be, and I'm not really that into them at the moment. So, but it's a very, very nice scent. It'd be interesting. So if someone can pop down what the scent is actually based off of, or if it's just a unique scent, a scent for this, I don't know. So I'm going to pour the bloom water on my hands, rub it in, and then just put it on my head. Now, as much as I love my new bathroom, new ensuite, for whatever reason, it just seems to get really messy when I have a shave. It drives me nuts. So that is the soap now. Let's see if we can get that. There you go. So you can see it's nice and shiny. You can see where it's sort of softened the top layer. There's like white bits and creamy bits, and oh, it's a good scent. And I'm going to be using a brush that was very, very kindly sent to me from Alan Henjakovic, or I think it's Henjakovic, over in Canada. Fantastic bloke. Now, he actually polished my carve, and he also sent me a Lupo razor, which I'm actually going to use for both shaves today. Both polished, and his attention to detail with polishing is outstanding. So this is a body brush, I can't remember now. Umo shave brush. Lovely little brush, really nice little knot in here, synthetic. I'm just going to dip the tips, give it a bit of water, give it a shake, and I'm just going to go straight in here. I've got no idea how much I need of this soap. All I know is it smells delicious. I would really like a cologne to go with this sort of aftershave splash, to be honest. I'm just going to dip the tips a little bit. And one again. Oh, I don't know what this is. It smells familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. So plenty in the knot. Just going to scoop out what I can from here. As you can see, there's not much. Just put that straight in my head and just scoop the rest if I can. And then I'm just going to give it just a quick little bit of a rinse. I don't know why, because I'm going to use it for my face shave as well. But I do have a bit of a problem with this stuff. I've got to just follow my routine. My routine stays the same no matter what, generally with stuff like this. So there we go. It's pretty much now cleaned out. I'm just going to set that to the side, dry my hands, and here we go. So, I haven't actually done a shave video now for I think a couple of weeks really. I missed 1 week, and I did a video, and then it took me ages to get it because I'm recording on my camera and I don't have a computer anymore. It takes me ages to get it from the camera through into my iPhone or iPad. For whatever reason, I can't find something that just makes it simple. My iPad doesn't have enough storage, so it struggles with the high file sizes. And the iPhone is just a bit of a pain really for the size value. And then Mrs. is watching the bear in the bedroom behind me, which is I think it's about a chef who loses his brother, a chef that's a Michelin star, works in a Michelin star restaurant. I mean, his brother passes away. So he goes in there and sort of tries to keep his brother's business going, his brother's restaurant. It's quite interesting. I quite enjoyed parts of it. I haven't watched much of it, but that's what this is watching now. And then once I'm finished having my head shave and face shave, and I've had my shower, I will be jumping in there. It is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the Australians that are watching. Happy Father's Day to anyone really. I'm not a big fan of Father's Day. I'm not a big fan of any Valentine's, Mother's Day, all that stuff. It's just, I think it's a lot of waffle, a lot of crap made up by big corporations to take money off us, and it pisses me off. And unfortunately the kids think it's a great thing and it gets drilled into them at school and drilled into them everywhere, so they do end up getting it. And I'm not complaining, I've got good kids, you know, so I just wish they would just say Happy Father's Day. That's good enough for me, to be honest with you. And I don't get shaving stuff anymore, though. As I've said, when I started the channel back up, if people send me stuff, I will review it, I will use it, but I'm not out there in the limelight. I'm not trying to get stuff anymore. I'm certainly not buying things anymore. I've got enough shaving gear to last me a lifetime, and probably my son's a lifetime. My boy has tried it, he's not really that interested in it. I think he's at that age where he just wants to be lazy and just have a quick shave. He's only got a bit of bum fluff anyway. Right, so as you can see, let me try turning this light off actually. I don't know whether there's enough light coming into the bathroom. Do you know what? I don't know whether that's actually better. I'm going to go with that. I think sometimes you can have too much light. Let's just put that one on. Is that any better? Yeah, that just good. That's maybe a bit better. Very dark, but the camera seems to be picking it up and doing its job better. So I'm hoping you can sort of see that ladder there now just building up just at the front of the thing there. You can sort of see it. Very creamy lather. I've never had an issue with Heritage Hill. I would say probably the biggest downside to some of the soaps is there's just not enough scent in them. Still smell fantastic, but just not enough. But these new batches that I've got, these little tubs, they do smell very, very good. So I'm just going to dip the tips of the brush now and just paint a very small amount of water into the top of the lather, and it just gives it that little bit of moisture in there to just stop it clogging up the razor and stop it getting too thick and dry. Because the head shaves do take me a bit of time. However, what I have noticed is that using the Lupo, I am getting some fantastic results out of this razor. I go against the grain straight away, and here it is, by the way. It looks absolutely just outstanding. A few fingerprints here and there because but just exceptionally polished by Alan over in Canada. He just does a beautiful job. So the Razorock Lupo is a 0.72. 0.72. I've heard the 0.95 or whatever it is actually better, but this is an outstanding shaver. Very, very efficient. You know, I've obviously used my carve razors. The Overland is a great razor, but not very efficient in terms of chewing through a lot of hair. Now I've got 7 days growth here. I shaved on Sunday. Head and face, 7 days growth, as you can see, looking a bit rough. So here we go. Straight against the grain. I've got a Pulse Silver blade in here that has done a head shave and a face shave on Sunday, and that is it last week. So Pulse Silver, Super Iridium, and here we go, straight against the grain. Now I will sort of slowly just keep going, sort of doing the same thing over and over again. So I'll do one full clean stroke and it might just not be clean enough. This blade and razor combo is outstanding. So there's the lather, and there is what's left of where the hair was. There's nothing there. I mean, that's BBS. It just does it fantastically well. So I do find when I use this razor now, it's super smooth, incredibly efficient. I was finding it hard to get this razor into my routine because I didn't quite know what it was good at, and because it is mega efficient and you do feel the blade, I was finding it difficult to find. I just couldn't do a full pass shave with it. It just wasn't very comfortable. And even now, today, I won't be doing like the 3-pass, 4-pass shave with it. I use it to mow down the majority, and I just finish with the skin guard because why not? The skin guard. The cartridges are expensive, so once you've taken off all the heavy duty stuff like this, it's perfect. It does the job perfect. So, and it lasts a lot longer. So as you can see, just 2 strokes, nothing there. There's just nothing there. There is a little bit of feedback, but not heaps. So there we go. And to say that I can shave like this, straight against the grain, no with the grain pass to begin with, just tells me how this razor works with this blade combo. Actually, I've tried it with a different blade and it was outstanding as well. And I think it was a Derby. well, they say derby, I call it a derby, a derby blade. Right, here we go, so I can start doing the back now. One thing I do love about this razor is the knurling on the handle is just outstanding. It's better than the knurling of any razor that I think I've actually had. It is mega grippy, you can really see it's a very pretty razor as well. I'm sure when it was first made without being polished it was a pretty razor as well. Razorock, I've got to take my hat off to them. They make very affordable shaving gear. That's really very well thought out and gets a lot of money put into it. It's not like they just use cheap materials and just throw stuff together. They make quality razors. You know, I've had the Wunderbar, which is an amazing slant. I've had the NJ90, which is a very mild razor but did a fantastic job. Very much a daily driver type razor, something you can shave with every day, which in all honesty I don't really have anymore. I don't have a razor that's even the Carve Christopher Bradley. I find it just a little bit too much for my skin sometimes. But the downside for me is I don't shave enough now in order for it to really make a huge difference. So when I use this razor, it's starting to clog up a little bit now because the lather's dried out on my head. Clean that a bit. Yeah, it's cleaned out a little bit. I mean, this isn't a perfect razor by any stretch of the imagination. I don't really think there is such a thing. The closest I've obviously come is the Carve, which I think is still the smoothest, best overall razor. The new Carve razor that is out there, I can't remember what it's called, has been getting some fantastically rave reviews, and by all accounts sounds like it's an absolute winner. Chris over at Carve is a perfectionist. He doesn't make stuff that's half-arsed. He's got no time for that. And really, given how well the Christopher Bradley razor done, it was only ever going to get better. His production has got more and more. His customer service, I believe, has got better. I haven't really spoken to Chris in a while, for a long time. I'll probably reach out at some point, see how he's doing. But a very humble man, works very hard for his money, but very talented with his machining. I know it's the machine that does the work, but you've got to have the ability to program that machine to do exactly what you want. And he's obviously very good at what he does. So I'm just going to dip my hand in the water. I'm just going to add just a little bit of moisture to my head, just so I can feel what needs doing, what doesn't. I mean, this is just incredible how smooth this is already. And that, there you go, so 14 minutes in, okay, that's a lot of hair growth on my head there. The sink is chock-a-block full of hair, and that's BBS. So it's not like I used to do with the grain and then against the grain and buff and blah. Just one slather of lather, one slather of lather. Oh, there's the slogan of the year, that one. Slather your lather. And you've pretty much done it. Let's say it's not, well, I'm saying it's not perfect. There's no such thing as perfect when it comes to shaving, but I can't really feel anything anyway. That's just super, super smooth. Now, is there any blood, which is another thing? No, none. So, as you can see from the front and the back, hopefully there's no blood. that you just, it's a fantastic result, isn't it? Can you really get much better than that? Especially for a head shave, which can be time consuming. They're not the quickest of shaves generally. It's just doing the back, and if you're like me, you need that real BBS feeling. You don't mind having a bit of stubble, then it's a nice, quick, easy process for most people. But if you want to get rid of most of that stubble, you've really got to take a bit more care and attention with it all to get it right. Right, I'm just going to fill the sink up ready for my face shave, but that is me done and dusted. Head shave with the People Shave Soap from Heritage Hill Shaving Company in collaboration with the Razor Company. Actually, I've just noticed that, so apologies, the Razor Company. I didn't realise you were on yet. Heritage Hill and the Razor Company, so this must have been their soap that they made in collaboration for each other. Fantastic, the scent is outstanding. It's a really beautiful cologne scent. I'm just going to pop a little bit more water in there for the next, for the face shave. As you can see, that lather on there is really dense and really creamy and glossy. And it smells fantastic, it really does. And really, albeit the soap and the brush are the stars of the shave, this thing has really blown me away with head shaves at the moment. So for head shaves, this is my go-to at the moment. I don't have a lot of razors now, but no blood. Oh, there is 2 bits of blood. You've probably seen it. I didn't. There is 2 little bits of blood, but for what it is, very, very good at that job. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. 60 minutes, 40 seconds in. Not too shabby, eh? Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.